This call is now being recorded.
So this is the single linked list, which will be consist of n number of nodes. So the inside the node, the data will be represented, and the next of the link will be represented, and the first node will be represented as your head, and the last node, after the last node, the next character will be your null character. So that will be represented. So this is the basic structure of the single linked list. So now when you are creating a linked list, a single linked list, double linked list, circular linked list, first we want to create the node. So for that, I have creating a node by the constructor. So whenever we are going to create an object for the particular class, so I am creating a node with a class name called node, and I am defining a constructor here by init function. So self is the argument that was already passed, and the data is an argument to collect the data, that is A, B, C, and D. So we want to collect the data. So now I am representing that self dot data is equal to data. So whatever data you are getting, that will be represented as your self dot data. It means this data can be used in any other classes also. So here I am representing self dot next is equal to none. So it means node character has been inserted. When the first element has been inserted, no next character has been inserted. So I am inserting the first next element as none. So this is the declaration of the node in your programming point of view. And after declaration, if you are declaring a node, it will be consist of n number of nodes, that is A, B, C, and D, whatever it may be. It will be n number of nodes, depends upon your program. And after declaration of this node, I want to create a linked list for each and individual node. For that, I am creating a class name called linked list. Here I am using the constructor to access the node class as well as the linked list class by using of an object. And here I am assigning that self.head is equal to none. In this class, what I have done is I have assigned the data and the next concept here. And here I am assigning that head concept, that is head. The first element that you are inserting into the linked list is known as head. So I am assigning this head. So based upon this head.next, likewise it will be moved till the end of the element. So I have created two class, that is node, and I am creating a one class that is a linked list. As of now, you are clear about this. So this is the basic structure which will be followed for all the linked list concept. Clear? Clear about this, or I want to explain it one more time? Am I audible to you? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this is the basic structure to create a node and creating a linked list. And now we will move to the insertion part. So in the yesterday point of view, we have inserted some of the things. In the yesterday, we have inserted a code which will be consist of here. This is the yesterday program what we have discussed. How we have inserted, we have created one head, and after that, based upon this head, we will use the next keyword. By using this next keyword, we inserted A, B, C, D, like that. We have inserted n number of times. So same as like that, we are going to insert inside the list by using the keyword called append. What is meant by append?
Adding an element at the end.
Yes, it means that adding an element at the end, same as like that in the linked list auto append function has been used. So this will be very easy for adding those elements inside the list. So here I am using a keyword called append, function called append, and in that append function, what I am doing is the self argument will be the self, and that I am getting the data. So here you can see this image that A, B, C, D. So I want to insert this E after D, and this null element want to be represented after E. So you can see here the image that, so after insertion of that E, this image want to be represented. So A, B, C, D, E. After that E image, the null element want to be there. For this function, I am using this. First, I am declaring the object. I am creating an object over here. List list is equal to linked list. Linked list is the class that I have mentioned here. So it means it will represent the head. So list is equal to linked list. List dot append of A. List dot append of B. This append function, what will do? It take the data, that means A. So new node is equal to node of data. The node of data will be here. So node of data, it means that A will be stored over here. So it will take A. So if self dot head is equal to none. So first time you are inserting A, whether the head will be none or head is already appeared. In this list, you just imagine there is no list. We are going to start a new list with the first element called A. So when the A is comparing to when the A is going here, it will check whether the self dot head is equal to none. So if it is yes, self dot head is equal to new node. That is A node will be represented over there. So it will be first the A node has been created and it will be displayed with the next element. First the A node has been created with no address of the next element. So it means the address will be passed in the variable called B when you are going with the next iteration. So likewise, second iteration will be there. The new node will be changed to B. So it will be considered as head. So again, the new node will be considered as head. So A node will not be considered as head. After inserting of this, if you are inserting the C element, this C element will be considered of head. After inserting the D element, this D element will be considered as head. Till the none element will coming over to the place, this head will be randomly repeated from A, B, C, and D. It will be traversed from A, B, C, and D. So it means that after the head element, you want to insert the new node. So it means after the insertion of B, this B will be represented as head, and after this head representation, it will be traversed to C. After traversing to C, this C will be represented as a head element. Likewise, it will be traversed till the end of the element. So this is the append function and append statement that we have inserted. So new node is equal to node of data. First data will be A. And after that, the second iteration, the second data will be B, and that second data, this B will be considered as your head element. Why? Because if you are using append statement, last element want to be your head statement. In the previous example, what you have done, we have represented the head. So you can see here in the previous element, in the previous example, what you have done, we have represented the head. A dot head dot next is equal to B, and B dot next dot is equal to C. Like that, we have represented. When you are using the append function, after inserting of one element, that element will be act as your head. If you are inserting A, if you are inserting B after A, now this B will be act as a head for inserting the element called C. So likewise, the process will be continuous till the end of the element, whatever you are given over here. So yes, this statement will be representing the last node till the last node, that is dth node. This statement will be executed. So same thing I have written in the code. So here I am declaring a node, and here I am declaring a linked list, and here I am declaring the append function. So it means that new node, that is new node is equal to node of data. That means first data it will be represented A. So if self dot head is equal to none, self dot head is equal to new node. So the new node will be represented of A. So if the last node, after a completion of this, B will be represented, and that B will be changed to the self dot head. Now this you can see here, this new node will be A when we are accessing the first element, and here it will be none. So new node, the self dot head has been stored as new node called A, and after it will be going to the next element. That is, here we having two elements, that is A and B, and here it will become B. So it will check whether the head element is available or not. Yes, already the head element new self held is available. So it will check that last node, that is A is equal, last node is equal to self dot head. So last node which will be consist of B. So B will become the head element after the second iteration. So after the iteration, last node is equal to last node dot next, and last node is equal to the new node. So this will be changed. So likewise, the second element will be inserted in your program, and after completion of this, the display function will be the display print list function will be displayed, and after this print list function should be consist of the head node and the current node, whatever we are using over here. You can see here now. So I have inserted A comma B. I have inserted A, it will take A comma B. Here it will go to the append function. First it will take A as the head node, and after that it will display the function of A, and after that it will take the B and it will be displaying the function of B, and it will take the B as the head node. Finally, the B will be the head node. If suppose you are inserting the list dot append of C, then what will happen is, after completion of this B, the C will be represented. Here the new node will be C, and here the head node will be again C. So likewise, the head node will be transfer from one A comma B comma C till the append function has been completed. This head node will be transferred from one element to another element. So this is the difference between the previous example what we have discussed. So here what we have discussed, we have created only one head node. With that head node, we have given a keyword called next, and we can store the variables, store the values. But when you are using the append function, the starting node will be your head node. When you are inserting the next node, the starting node will be your head node. When you are inserting the second node, third node, the second node will be your head node. Likewise, if you are inserting the fourth node, the third node will be your head node. So this is the code I have mentioned here. So if suppose I am running out things here, it will display this A, B, and C. So this is the basic thing of inserting an element inside the list by using the append function. The only one concept is last node always be your head node by when you are using those append functions. So likewise, this self dot head node will be changed by each and individual iteration process. Clear about this? Those who are comfortable with these lines of code, you can go with these lines of code, create a head in an object point of view, and you can insert a variable of next, the keyword of next. By using the keyword of next, you can insert a number of elements in the list. So if you are going with the append function, the lines of code will be very low also, and only one statement want to be here. After insertion of the first element, that element will be play the head role, and after insertion of the second element, that second element will play the head role. Why? Because after inserting this head, this data point will be none. For after inserting this C, this address location will be stored in this particular next value. So like for that purpose, we are changing the head for each and every iteration in the append function. Clear? Any doubt over here? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So basic thing, don't go with this, don't confuse with those lines of code. The lines of code you are going to study anyhow. After understanding the concept, these lines of code will be clear for you. If you are not having the concept of those append function, then these lines of code will be very difficult. So I will share these lines of code. You do your homework for this append function, how the function has been working with getting some of the by giving some of the variable in the append function list, and you can execute and you can check how it was working. But the concept is the append function will take each and individual element before the element is adding. That element is represented as your head function. So that is the concept. And this is the print statement, how to print that the current node is equal to self node. So print list, the current node is equal to self node. The self node will be printed. If current node dot data, so each and individual iteration, the current node will be differ, and the current node dot next data will be printed in your list. So so you know the function is called append function. What is known by prepend? What is known by append is inserting an element in the end of the list. What is known by prepend?
Adding element at first.
Yes, adding element in the first of the list, in the first element, adding the first element in the list. So that is known as the prepend. So here you can see here same A, B, C, D function is there. So in this E I want to add by using the prepend command. So here I am using this add, and output I want to get is E of E, A, B, C, and D. So it means I'm going to add this E before the A. So while I'm going to add this E before the A, what I want to do first? So you can see here that I have declared a prepend function over here. Self is an argument that I have passed, and data is an argument. So data which we are getting from here, It means the first data will be there. So E data will be getting from here, and new node is equal to node of data. The first data will be A. So new node dot next is equal to self dot data. The self dot head will be the A. So previously the self dot head will be A. So A will be stored here, and self dot head is equal to new node. So this E will be stored in the first element. So new underscore node dot next is equal to self dot head. So this node, after this node, the self dot head will be placed here, and after that this will be considered as your head node. Clear about this? So you can tell me what is the new. So the data I have collected is E. So what is my new node here?
E, sir.
What is my new node? What node I am going to insert here?
E, sir.
What is the node I am going to insert in this? So what this is, the new node I am going to insert is E, right? I am going to insert a new node called E. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So here new underscore node dot next. It means that after the ETH node, I want to, it means E, after that I need that A. So it means new underscore node dot next. It means new underscore node dot next is equal to A. So after E, I want to get A. So this is the allocation. So here the node has been came here, and the linked list has been created now. And here what I am doing is self dot head is equal to new dot node. So in this point of view, I am representing E is my head node. E is my head node. So that is the representation. So simple concept of prepend. Have you understand this, or I want to go with one more time? Are you getting this, or I want to go with one more time? You can give a reply in a chat box also whether you have understand this. Without the append function, you all know that you are going to add an element at the end of the list. For this element, only one condition will be there. When you are going to add an end of the list, the list will be empty. So first element will be add as A, and after adding B, this will act as a head node. And while you are adding the C element, this B will act as a head node. Likewise, it will be continuously till the n-1 concept. And when you are going to the prepend function, so here you want to insert the new node is equal to node of data. It means E. So new underscore node dot next is equal to self dot X. So new underscore node dot next is, that means E, after the E node, A node want to be represented. So now I am changing the head value to E. So now the E will be the head for the A, and A will be the head for the B, and B will be the head for the C. Likewise, it will be continuous. Clear about this?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So you
Yes,
can
sir.
see an example here. So on the same thing I have written that diff dot. So this we have written for an append function. So same program I have splitted on one more time. So here same thing, the code has been created, the linked list has been created, and print statement has been created for each and individual process, and define append function has been created and was executed. And here this depend the prepend function. So I am giving an input called list dot prepend of E. It will go to the prepend function and do an operation here. So now you can tell me what will be the output here.
E, A, B, C, D.
So the E will be prepend. So the append function A, B, C, and D will be coming over here, and it will be doing the operation, and it will execute the result of A, B, C, and D. It will be storing there. And once the prepend function has been executed, here you can see here the data we are collecting is E. So new node will be represented as E. So new node dot text, that is E. After E, that self dot head. Basically, the self dot head value will be A. So the A want to be there. and here I am changing the self dot head, that is E is equal to head node. So I am changing that E is equal to head node. So this is the process happening in the prepend function. So while I am executing this function, I'll getting that you can see here that E has been displayed before A. That means E has been displayed as a first element in the list. So this is the basic operation of an append and prepend. So don't worry about how to add an element or how to add an element inside the what to tell that inside in the mid of the list, how to add an element, that we will discuss. So first we have created the list, we have displayed the list, we have append the list, and we have prepend the list. So this is the concept of single linked list. So in two topics will be there. So in case of any doubts, I will give you 2 minutes time. In case of any doubts, I want to explain it again, the concept or the lines of code, you can tell me, I will explain you. So but first I want to know whether you have understand the concept of the linked list, append and prepend. So yes, no doubt, very good, it will be very fine. So singly linked list, insert after the nodes. Till now what we have done, we have created a list, we have append the element in the list, we have prepend the element in the list. Now we are coming to the point that we want to insert an element after one particular node. We want to insert an element. So can you tell me what we want to do? We have created a list called A, B, C, and D that we have created, and now I want to insert that E in between the B and C. So now what I want to create. So you just imagine that. So this is the, you just imagine this is the data and this is the next process. So likewise you can, if you are able to tell this is the data, this is the next, this is the data, and this is the next. What I want to change here for insert this E in between B and C. Anyone? You don't go with the lines of code or programming concept. You just tell me what this is the data. First thing is data, and second thing is link. For this B, I have represented this is data and this is link. And here this is data and this is data and this is link. So what? So here also this is data and this is link. What I want to do to insert this E in between B and C?
We need to change the address. That means next.
Yes, good. So we need to change this address value of B, that is next value of B to E, and here this address value want to be changed as the C address value, right? So two steps we want to do here, right? Yes, yes. So you can see here that, so I have inserting this. One minute. So div. So div, I am creating one of the function called insert after the node. So in this node, how many data I have required? For inserting this E element, how many data I want to require? How many arguments I need for inserting this E in between B and C?
Sir, two data, sir, B and C.
What are there?
B and C.
B and?
B and C, sir. We want to change the C data.
B and C. Okay. So two data is required is right. So what is the two data means? I need a previous node where I want to insert after. So what is my previous node?
B.
Yes, B is my previous node. So one data I have collected. And what data I want to, don't go with the next node that we not required. Don't go with the next node. we need only the previous node where we want to insert, in which element, after which element we want to insert this particular element. So we having the previous node called B, and data that we have, what the data we are going to insert here. So we need of two arguments, that is previous node and the data. If you want to check whether if not previous node is not available, if the previous node is not available, then we want to print that previous node is not in the list. Then you want, if you are getting a manual input from the user, this will be coming over here. So previous node is not available, then you want to give that previous node is not available. If the previous node is available, new node is equal to node.data. What is the node.data now?
E, sir.
New node
E.
is equal to node.data.
E,
Yes,
sir.
E. So new underscore node.data is equal to previous node.data is equal to previous node.next. So new node, what is the new node.next? It means C, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, so previous node dot next, it means that previous node is B, and this new node will be stored in between the B and C, and it will be coming as a previous node dot next. And this previous node dot next, which will be considered as your new node. So new node is the previous dot next. The previous value is B. So previous dot next value will be represented as your new node, and it will be storing over here. And for printing those, so this is the process. So this 3 lines will be very important, that we are inserting a new node, and new node dot next will be the previous node dot next. What is the new previous node dot next? What is the previous node?
B, sir.
B.
Previous node. So here, what is the previous node? This is the new node. What is the previous node?
B, sir.
B is my previous node. So new node dot next is equal to previous node dot next. What is the previous node dot next?
E.
C, sir.
So here you can see here B is equal to C, right? Sorry, B is not.
E is equal to C.
You don't come like B is equal to C. So new node dot next is equal to previous node dot next. So here we have already created a new node called E. So after the E, that previous node dot next C element want to be inserted, and the previous node dot next is equal to the new element, that is E will be inserted. Yes, you can see here that so here after this append function, I have writing the code for all the function into a same program. So after this append function, what will happen? If not previous node is there. So here I am giving that list dot. So here I am inserting that list dot insert underscore after underscore node. That is a function I am calling here. L list dot head dot next is equal, next will be the Z value. So L list dot head dot next will be the Z value. So before going to this lines of code, you can see the print function L list dot head dot next dot data. What will be coming here? L list dot head dot next dot data. What will be the output for this particular line?
B,
L
sir.
list B. So yes, the L list dot next dot L list dot head is A, and the next value is B. For that B value, for next the B which will be consist of data of B, so it will be displayed as the result of B. So you can see here before this print function, so you can so only one print function, so B will be there, right? So you can change this. So you can write a code as L list dot head dot next. So for this is the previous position. That is the B is the previous position. After B, I want to insert the element called Z. So this is the function. Are we clear about these lines of code? Here you can see here list dot head is A and next is B. The data will be the B. So here we can mention that list dot head dot next. So this will be the argument of the insert after the node of previous node. So this is the previous node. So if suppose you want to insert a value after A, then this next will not be applicable. List dot head comma z. So it means that after A, z will be inserted. So now what will happen is after B, the z will be inserted over here. Clear about this? Yes? Any doubts? Any doubts? Getting confused?
The 3 lines of code, sir. New dot node.
This 3 line.
Yes, sir.
So now you have passed the value. So till now you have understand that. So I am calling a function inside the list, insert after the node. So insert after the node, we are having 2 arguments that you want to pass previous node as well as the data node. So here what I am doing is I am going to insert after B, I am going to insert the value of Z. So I am passing the node. So if not previous node is not available, then it will print previous node is not in the list. So here we are having the previous node that we have checked. The B is my previous node. So previous node is available. Now it came to here. So here new node is equal to data of A. So it means the new node will be, now the new node will be Z. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Now
sir. Clear, sir.
now the new node will be Z, and here new node dot next is equal to previous node dot next. So what is the previous node? B, right?
B, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. B, sir.
So after, next of the previous node will be C. So it has been changed to new node dot next. That is new node dot next. The new node is Z. After Z, the C will be represented. So this is the concept. So Z will be coming here. Z will be coming here. After Z, the C will be represented. So this is the second line. And now coming to the third line, previous node dot next is equal to new node. What is the previous node dot next? So C is the previous node dot next. Now Z will be coming as the previous node dot next. So here it will be Z. So after completion of a previous node, the Z will be displayed. After Z, the C will be displayed. So when you are understanding the swapping concept, then this will be very easy. You have studied the swapping methods, and after the swapping, if you understand the swapping method, this will be easy. So you just imagine 1 and 2, and in between I want to insert the value called 5. So what is happening here is, what is the previous node now?
2,
What is
sir.
the previous node?
2.
So previous node, previous.
1.
Yes, 1 is my previous node. So before previous, this is the previous node dot next. What is the value of previous node dot next?
2.
2 is my previous node dot next. So here what I want to change is new dot next want to be the previous dot next. New dot next want to be the previous of next, and previous dot next want to be my new dot next. Clear? So that was
Yes, sir.
yes. So that is the thing I have mentioned here. So new. So, one and 2 and here I am inserting the value of 5, and this is my previous node. For inserting the value of 5, this is the previous node. This is the previous node dot next, and this is the new node. And while I am inserting this, what will want to happen is this will be represented as previous dot next, and this will be represented as new dot next. So this is the concept of inserting an element in between the list. In between the list, if you are going to insert an element, this is the basic concept. So if suppose I am running this, I will get an answer of A, B. After the B element, I have inserted the Z element and C and D. So this is the concept. So if suppose I am giving L is dot head is Z, you can see here after the A, the Z has been inserted. If you want to insert here, then we want to go with the prepend function. And if you want to insert after this, you want to go with the append function. Clear? Any doubts in this? Any doubts?
If you want to input after C, sir, then what we declare, sir?
You want to?
We want to put the Z value after C, sir. In between
After
C and
C.
D. Yes, sir.
Yes. List 1 dot head. List 1 dot head. List 1 minute. List 1 dot dot. It will be there. So I will check that and tell you. Before this, I have seen it for only the 2 elements in the first 2 element. I will check that and tell you in the next class, right? I have seen
Okay,
that,
sir.
I have not taken the lines of. I have seen that, but I have not taken those lines of code.
Head dot next dot next dot data.
No, like that it won't appear because head will be the only one variable, only one keyword we can use there. So str will be the string value will be stored over there, so it won't come here. So it will be going with this 1 minute.
Sir, after head we want to declare next, sir.
1 minute, 1. I have seen that particular code. I have seen that particular code. I will take that and I will explain in the next class after getting what you have told.
Input the value between C
No,
and D.
no, I am
Next
not.
dot next dot next dot data.
No, the next once the next has been used, after that if you are using those names, so it won't come out. Once it will be considered the STRs, the string object will be considered there. The next will be represented by only one time. So I have seen that, but I have not stored those lines of code. So I will tell you in the next class how to insert that value after the C, right?
Okay.
Yes. So till now you are having any doubts over here. So next class we will see the delete operation, and after that the circular linked list process. Till now, is there any doubts? I will tell you this. I will share you the lines of code what I have done in the yesterday. What I have done after this getting the code, I will share you in the WhatsApp. You can change it, take those lines of code. If you want to insert the C, I have seen the lines of code, but I have forgotten to save those things. Any doubts? $71. So any doubts, you can ask your queries, stay back and ask your queries, also, or else give your attendance. First you mention the department name and give your name. If you are not giving those things, I will definitely mark you as an absent. Give your name, give your department name followed by your name. Yes. Give your department name followed by your name.